today's live streaming. I'm hoping that you guys are doing great and make sure who would listen me. You can hear me or my we are audibles. Luckily, my guest already joined, so I'm inviting him. Hello. Yes. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to this session. Before going to start the session, I think we should make sure that we are audible or visible as well. Please give me a few seconds.
Sure.
All right. Yes, I can see that we are audible as well as visible. Thank you so much who has been listening us, guys. If you have any question, please you can comment here. If you like to, you can share with your friends. I think this session is really important, especially as a human being. We might face a lot of things, difficulties in our personal and professional life. So the question is that how we can get out from those type of situation, how we can make it productive, how we can transfer this type of obstacle into our opportunities as well as possibilities. So the my guests, they are really, I know personally those people for a long time. I worked with them. We are friends for a long time. So I think they are really perfect people, and they have some real life experience which can really help you to overcome the situation. So I would like to welcome my guest. My another guest, he will join soon. Actually, he has an emergency, and it might take few times to join. So I'm hoping that we might have him very soon. So afterward, we can move to the session. Welcome, Delwar Bhai. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me in such a session. First of all, I'd like to sorry because I'm in a remote area and my internet connection is not good, and you can see my visual is not clean as well. So, I hope you'll consider that.
Luckily, still now I can hear you, and your video and audio is completely acceptable from my side. I don't know
Okay.
the audience, so I hope they are also can listen that. So we can get into the session. Basically, I would like to share something. I nowadays I'm moving forward. I did some live stream over the group. Unfortunately, that was unable by the Facebook because sometime might be happened. So unfortunately, so that's why I'm doing live streaming in my own profile, and also this live streaming is streaming over the LinkedIn in my profile. So you can people can listen this live streaming later if you want. So Delwar bhai, can you introduce yourself please in a short way, because so many people are here and they will listen later. So if you don't mind, please.
Sure. Dalwar Hussain, and I'm from. I belong to Dhaka division and Narsinghdi district. I born. I completed secondary education here in Narsinghdi. Then I did diploma in automobile engineering from Dhaka Polytechnic Institute. Later, I did BSc in mechanical. I'm still on BSc in mechanical, about to uh, complete my course from a private university in Bangladesh. And beside that, I'm doing my service in automobile sector around 7 years, more than 7 years in professional life. I'm working in different section of automobile sector, like service, spare parts, and marketing as well. So currently, I'm working for Ranks Motors Workshop Limited, uh, and we are the importer distributor and providing after sale service of Mahindra vehicle in Bangladesh.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much. Within very short time, you did so many things. I must say, with 7 years experience, this is something huge. Though for us, we always think that we just started this journey and a long way to go. So, in the like in your entire life, in your short life, I think we are still to compared to our experienced people, our brother and sisters. So we are small. So like in our life definitely we might some difficulties, so I can ask you some question like what type of difficult time do you think that difficult time can make us more stronger?
What kind of difficult times you mean need to face to be stronger? You mean it?
Okay, yeah, I mean to say like in our personal and professional life we face so many difficulties. Do you think that like people need to face some difficulties in their life?
Uh, okay. Thank you for your question. It's a nice question, and everybody should know about that. Like, our life span 50, 60 years, and it takes 20 or 20 more years to complete our academic study, and rest of life is also for study, not academically, but you have a lot of things to learn. So when we face difficult times in our life, we get some knowledge, you know, that you will need, that will you will not get from your academic school or colleges. People should go through some tough time. You know why? Because tough time makes people stronger. Okay, and strong people make time easy. Then and easy time make weak people or weak men, you can say, and weak men again, create tough time. Then that tough time turns a man into a strong person. So when you go through some tough time, you'll be definitely stronger because we have emotions, we have lack of knowledge, each of us, some practical knowledge, what we learn from our difficult times. So um, to be stronger emotionally, mentally, and having knowledge, we should go through some tough times. Even in my life, in this short life, I've gone through some very tough time, and this time, I mean, tough times taught me a lot that I did not get from any academic study. So that's my opinion. If you go through some tough time, definitely that will teach you a lot.
Okay, yeah, you said really nice word. Tough time make us more stronger. So, do you have any example like how it's possible, how it transform ourselves as a human being, like tough time to more stronger?
Do you know the Prime Minister of Dubai or UAE,
Hmm.
Maktoum Muhammad Maktoum? I cannot like say his name, but I watched a documentary or interview of
Hmm.
him. You can see, just look at Dubai. Just look at Dubai now, today. It's so rich. Dubai is just a part of United Arab Emirates, but the whole world know Dubai more than United Arab Emirates.
Hmm.
So he did something special, exceptional. In 90s, Dubai was nothing, but just look at today. Look at Dubai today. It changed a lot. I mean, what I want to say here, the interview I watched on internet, that he said that his father was like a farmer. I mean, they used to camel.
Yeah.
So that was tough time. and
Mhm.
that tough time made him stronger. Now, I mean, he said his father was riding on camel. Today he is riding on Mercedes Benz, and his son is riding on like
Roadster.
Land Rover.
Mhm.
And he's saying my grandson will also ride on some upgrade vehicle. I mean,
Mhm.
uh, he came from tough time.
Mhm.
He's stronger. He made the time easy and
Mhm.
develop. His son is getting easy time. His
Mhm.
grandson will get easier time, and that easier time will make his grandson weaker.
Mhm.
I mean, this is from his. I mean, this is his life lesson. So this is just an example that how tough time make people stronger. And if you don't face any, if you don't go through tough time, you will have a easy life. And easy life makes you weak. This is the example.
Yeah, I think I do agree with you. If we just see the world, Nelson Mandela. So this guy came across a huge tough time. Home had to spend more than 20 years in the prison, and alongside that, like his entire life was really struggling. Later, he became one of the famous leaders, not only in South Africa or the African subcontinent, as well as he became the model for whole nation, whole country, whole world. So yes, when we are not facing any difficulties in our life, it means like we are always used to live in the comfort zone, and comfort. I do believe that comfort zone cannot make someone more stronger. Like whenever you will face some difficulties, definitely you will try to find something crucial. You will try to find something creative, so that you can get out from the situation. So exactly, I do believe that like it's really important to face. At least I'm not wishing, I don't wish that anybody will face some difficulties, but when someone is facing any difficult time or bad time, it's not like that. We have to take it as a positively, as a lesson, so that yeah, I'm facing. First of all, we have to set the mindset. Our God, it comes from the God side, and yeah, I have to accept that, and we have to think that how we can solve it in a crucial way, in a nice way, and so that people, and also we can take into the lesson for the rest of the life. Okay, so we can get into the next question. um, while you are introducing yourself, I could learn that you did so many things. I know personally you, especially you did something, especially if I talk about the English. So that was really massive. I know you. I always make the example you for the people how a person could develop his English proficiency. So my question is that how did you use your limited resource to make yourself stronger, skilled, or perfect?
Okay, thank you. I got your question. Before getting into the question, I must mention that we should not expect bad times, but we should not worry about bad times or tough times. Like, we don't want any difficulties in our life. Everybody, I mean, each one expects that we will have a easy life, we will have a rich life, and we want everything, a lot of things, and we want everything should be um, like should have in our life whatever we want. So okay, that's good, but for that you have to work hard, and when you go to like achieve that, you will have bad times. So on that tough times, you should not worry much. You should use your wisdom, knowledge, resources, network, everything to overcome. Okay, the question that you asked me is about my limitation, and you mentioned about my English. And English for us is second language. Our native language is Bengali.
Mhm.
It's tough for us to be fluent and speak in English. You will find a lot of people around us who struggles in English, and me as well. Once I used to struggle a lot.
Mhm.
When I was in class 8 back in 2000, 6, 7 probably. Uh, th- we were too shy to practice English, to talk to people. At that time, we did not have much resources like nowadays. People have internet, so many applications, and we have access to people from abroad, and even access to people who has native language as English. But mm, during our younger age, we did not have that. uh, we had a lot of limitation. uh, we did not have any internet or other technologies that we have. So how I used my limitation and turned into something good, like learning English, is I kept trying. I always seek for partner, my friend, colleague, or whoever was with me. I try to practice English with them. Sometimes they will try. So when like I did not get any partner to practice English, I used to talk to myself.
Mhm,
Like I'm asking question myself and I'm answering myself. So so many limitation, but I kept trying.
mhm,
So it was always on my mind that I want to be fluent in English. So that was the start, that I start with by myself. Like I was talking to myself, asking question in English, answering in English.
mhm,
Then I got some help from others. Like when people saw me, or people, I mean, who is close to me, uh, they saw that I'm practicing English, that they show their interest, so I could
mhm,
practice with them. Then I got smartphone, then I got internet, Facebook. So I got some friend from like UK, Greece, America. So as I knew minimum amount of English, so I could text them in English, and
mhm,
they were replying in English. Later, um, we like exchanged WhatsApp number and talked to them, and that helped me a lot. Later, I also found few application to practice English. So it was myself. I mean, I had no resources to practice English, so I started with myself. I was my partner, myself was the partner. So when you have any, I mean, it's just an example. We have limitation in every sector. At least we have to start. Then you will find some help from your surrounding. You will
mhm.
get help from everyone. When people see some potentiality on you, people will show interest on you. Just look at the uh, cricket in Bangladesh. Once football in Bangladesh was so popular, and footballer are getting endorsement, a lot of endorsement, and they were used for marketing, and they used to earn a lot. And now just look at cricket today. When people saw some potentiality on cricket, so I mean every single company is investing on cricket.
Mhm,
So this is the cricketer who started doing well, and then everyone supporting them. So that's
mhm.
it. So actually, we have to start. If people see potentiality on me, then everyone will help me.
Yes, I think nowadays who's been trying to learn something, definitely they are must be like lucky that because social media algorithm is really fast. For example, if you shown your interest, if you shown write something over the Facebook, over the YouTube, you know what? Afterward, you will get all the suggestion relevant to the them. So back in the year when you started speaking English or practicing English, I think we back in the 5 to 7 years or 10 years ago we hadn't that much opportunity, isn't it? So, but it was the craziness. I like to ask you one question. Did you had any intention like I have to be, like how did you I have to be good speaker, I have to take IELTS examination, or I have to show that I know English? Is there anything like that? Or my question is that how did you got that courage? You have to learn English, like speaking English. It's kind of I have to make it my life, and in my life, how did you got this courage actually during that time?
It's actually started with my concept on English. I found that everything in English. When I younger, I was cricket, football, Olympic. So I found that the commentary in English.
Hmm.
Okay, so why I don't understand them, what they are talking about. So if I understand them, what the commentary, I mean commentator is talking about, then I can get everything what's going on there. And when you used to any content, everything in English. And when I started diploma in engineering, I was seeking for knowledge or information on YouTube or online, but everything I got everything in English. So then I realized that English, absolutely, I must learn English, to have access to information. And nowadays information is power. So to have
uh,
access to information, I got interest learning English. And as I started practicing English, the more I practice, more I every day I learn something, I get more interest. So this is how, mm I started learning. And I mean I'm hungry for something. What I learned today, I'm hungry for something else. So to get to the point, actually, to have more knowledge, to have more information, um, I started learning English. And interesting facts is, this is why you and me can have a conversation in English. And when you know English, you have access to the whole world. Okay, you can understand every single person who knows English, from
mhm.
Greece, from UK, from Ireland, from Australia, New Zealand, wherever he or she is from. You can communicate with him or she, with her. So that is the point.
Honestly speaking, learning English to be fluent in speaking English, it has many advantages. But one advantage which I really like to exchange the culture, to meet the people. So I got a time to meet with more than 50 country people might be within last 1.5 years. That is really amazing, man. Whenever you are changing, you are exchanging the culture, you are talking about something like whatever he or she like to do in their life, what is going on over there. You can't see that, but you can feel, you can exchange. So this is really massive, like uh, if if someone is trying to learn English, I'll say that okay, no need to find any reason, just find a reason you want to meet up with new people. When you will get this addiction in your life, you can see that. This is really amazing. Without exchanging, meeting with new people, for us right now, it is hard. Like one day I couldn't make any conversation with people, so it seems to me that something is missing. I know you, and this also influenced me. And right now, whatever the day I had, it really doesn't matter. When I'm coming to my home and I'm trying to connect with someone, I'm talking to someone, sometimes it's really refreshing for me. So this is really amazing.
you know uh, as a human being, we have emotion. When we have bad times, we should share with that people, and it decreases, your pain decreases. And you have something good. And like, mm, when you are having good times, if you share your good news is to the people, your happiness increases. So when I started talking to people from different countries, I had access to their culture, especially, and access to wisdom.
Access to wisdom. This it makes
When
sense.
if you want to acquire or achieve some wisdom, if you want to have some wisdom, so many ways to have wisdom, but one of them is new people, meeting new culture, know something new, going somewhere, new places. So for the help of technology, we have access to the whole world through internet. As you know English, so you have access to the whole world, and every single person from the universe, anywhere from the world. So that's helping us a lot. You can talk to people from like um, as you mentioned, a guest from Bengaluru.
Yeah.
Bengaluru speaks Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know,
Basically, yeah,
but
it has. Basically, he is from Karnataka. Tamil. This language is really
his
hard.
language, hard. As he knows English and you know English, we can have a conversation, and we know everything from. I have a friend from Uttarakhand. Himachal
Mhm.
Pradesh,
Yeah, I know.
UP
Hmm.
is after Maharashtra.
Hmm.
So just next to Himalaya.
Hmm.
So I know him for 4 years probably, and often we talk over. WhatsApp. So he shows me his areas. A few days ago, snowfalls. He shows that beautiful snow falling. So as he knows English and I know English, so I'm having some. I feel the vibe there.
Yeah, yeah. Virtual hangout.
Kinda, and he's inviting me a lot, so many times. Asked me to go to, India, and visit Uttarakhand. Yeah, Uttarakhand is a nice place to
Yeah,
visit.
exactly. It's beautiful, really. Yeah, you know what? Like when we are
It's possible only for learning English.
learning English, communication, language. Yeah. This is it only this can be the reason why you need to learn English.
I think we are out of the topic now.
Yes, yes,
We have
sorry, sorry.
discussed.
Okay, so anyway, I was also thinking that like we are almost out of the topic, but that was topic actually. That was also relevant that topic because
Yeah, relatable.
most, yeah, most of the people, they are making excuse that okay, I don't have limited resource, like I don't have any native speaker with whom I can practice and I can exchange my culture. And even though I don't have money to buy any courses for learning English, so this can be the best example how you can transfer your limited resource, how you can use your limited resource in the productive way, in the opportunity. So yeah, that was relative. Okay, my next question for you: what type of wrong decision people can take during their bad time, especially whenever someone is going through the bad time?
When people go through bad times, there are possibilities to make mistakes, especially the person who is having bad time and he has like lack of knowledge. Surely there is 99% chances that he may make mistakes. He doesn't know what to do. So, like, for example, you will see the suicidal rate is very high. In Bangladesh and also across the world. Japan is very rich country, and few days ago on Facebook I found that something went viral in
Yeah,
Switzerland.
yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute, within 1 minute someone can
Within
pass
you
through.
can die. Yes, you can die within 1 minute. You can take suicide without hurting yourself. So it is because people when go through bad times and they cannot take it anymore. So ultimate decision they take is, I don't want to be in this world anymore.
Hmm.
So another lot of personally, it varies person to person, but ultimately, maximum people I mean, if he goes through really, really tough time, I mean, he takes his life himself. So it's the biggest mistake that people take. It is just because of lack of knowledge. In Islam, suicide is haram. I mean, forbidden. So if you are a believer of Islam, if you are Muslim, and you have knowledge that if you do suicide, I mean, if you take your life yourself, you can never ever enter to Jannah, right? So
Yeah.
and you have this, and you have to consider a lot. No, I cannot, do suicide. So that's it.
All right. I think this is, you know what, religious. I listened several times from the people, and it can be the best reason whenever we are going through the any bad time. So, you know what, there is so many things. So, like, life is beautiful. Our family member, our friends, they are beautiful. Spending us amazing time with family member or friends. This is really beautiful, isn't it? But like problem, solution, obstacle, those are the part of our life, and we
Okay,
have
here
to.
I have to mention something.
Okay, please.
Shah Rukh Khan is very popular actor
Hmm.
from
Hmm.
India.
Hmm.
Shah Rukh Khan. I watched an interview probably from him. He has a favorite. I had a favorite quote from him, even
Hmm.
though I don't watch movie much, but I liked his quote. Is good time, bad time, both are part of life, and both are not permanent. You are having good times today, but it will not be forever. Or you are having bad time today, and it will not last forever. So both are part of life, good time, bad time, and both are not permanent. So okay, I mean, people should keep that on their mind.
Yeah, exactly. Like the thing is that problems and solve and solution, it's a part of life. When you are not able to control that, you can take assist from someone who is expert. You can share with your friends or family member who can assist you, but unfortunately the country you mentioned, it is happening because in a certain period age level, so they are not living with their family. For example, some of my friends from Japan, so they said they left their home when they were like 18 years old. Afterward, they are individual, they are independent, they are working, they are earning, they are having fun. But whenever they are facing any problem, they are not able to share that because he or she did not do anything for their family, and their family member as well, they don't like to listen their problem. So that is why whenever they are facing any problem, so they are thinking, okay, I think whatever is coming to my head, and I'm taking the wrong decision. So luckily the society we belong to, it has really amazing culture like family bonding, friendship. So this is really and also, if you asked help from any unknown person in our country, in our Asian subcontinent, they willing to help you.
Yeah,
So this
that's
is
why
amazing.
suicidal rate is low here.
Yeah.
Uh, I want to something mention. I mean, as I mentioned earlier,
Hmm.
when you share your happiness, it increases. When you share your sadness, it decreases. So when you have someone to share your happiness, if the happiness amount is this, it will increase like this. And you have sadness, and you share your everything, like you're having bad times, and share with this, people may not help you. I mean, the person whom you are talking to about your tough time, he may not help you, but at
Hmm.
least he is hearing you, so the sadness will decrease.
That's really true. But who's been listening, I would like to say that when this is really important. And the thing is that unfortunately we don't have to time to listen someone, unfortunately. But if it is possible, someone is trying to tell a story, a bedtime, please make sure, spend some time, listen at least him very carefully, and show some sympathy. And might be you are not liking that to listen, that you have like emergency to make the person instant happy. Please spend your time with him and listen him whatever he's trying to say. It can really make his or her days. whatever the situation he's facing, it can really help him to get out from this bad time. So yes, undoubtedly, we belong to a society, a culture. It has really amazing connection. People are really love to listen other, help each other. So this is really great. Okay, so are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I do hear you.
All right. Okay. I would love to listen from your side, especially whenever you are facing any bad time in your life. How do you handle that? I mean, do you take any help from someone or always take the decision from your side?
No, it's both. Um, as I mentioned in the very beginning of the conversation, I have had few tough time. I have gone through few tough times in my life already, and few of them I solved by myself. I mean, I try to solve by myself, but I shared with my family and only with the trusted one who will help me and who will understand me. I took help from them, and especially it's all about having knowledge. I think it's all about having knowledge. If you are in a situation, um, and if you have good knowledge or have wisdom to handle that, then you know what you should do, home to go,
Mm-hmm.
with whom you to share about this. You have a lot of people in your surrounding, but not everyone is ready to hear you, not everyone is not ready to help you. So in my tough time, initially I make an assessment about the situation. I always keep two things on my mind. you know uh, for example, currently I'm facing a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Two things on my mind, that is, can I solve it, or is it possible to solve it, or it's not. you know in a problem you can undo something, and you cannot undo something. So if something possible to solve, so I start acting what I need to do, and what is not, I have no possibilities to make any solve for the problem, just let it go. And if any problem, if I'm having any problem which I can solve, I start acting. If I have to spend some money, if I have to go to take help from someone, need to share with someone, I do that.
All right. I think bad time. Whenever we are going through the bad time, which religion you belong to, it really doesn't matter. Each and every religion has some norms which can help you to handle the situation, bad time, good time, how to share your good time with the friends, how to enjoy, how to celebrate your good times, how to face the difficulties in your time, with the bad time, how to deal the bad time. So first of all, as a Muslim, we can say that we have to keep our faith on the Almighty. Whatever is coming for me, it is from His side, so we have to accept that. And later on we can use our knowledge, experience. If it's not working, that time we can take the help from the others who is really expert, who is really very close to me. I think this way we can make it solution, and also we can make it perfect. Like we can solve it rather than taking some bad decision and keeping ourselves. This is the bad time. Most of the people, they whenever they are facing some problem, they keep all the thing into them. They are not sharing with the others. So which really become kind of storm inside of them, and which is really sometimes lead to the committing suicide or something bad. So it shouldn't be like that. As a human being, you are the best creation. Okay, so you are saying that knowledge can help us. So my question is that how knowledge and experience can help us to get out from the bad time in our life, especially person in profession life.
Yes. Uh, in bad times, knowledge and experience. You mentioned two amazing thing here: knowledge and experience. Like you are going through a tough time that you had experienced before, so you know how to overcome that. So it's easy. Like you can relate
Hmm.
yourself. Okay, I'm having same here, so you know how to handle that. If you face something new, you should, if you and you have knowledge, definitely that will help you. Like as I mentioned, about committing suicide. As a Muslim, you cannot commit suicide because it is forbidden. So if you have this knowledge, just taken as example, if you have this knowledge that you cannot commit suicide because of your belief in Islam, so this knowledge will help you to, not to commit suicide. And every single in every single problems, your knowledge, definitely your knowledge will help you. Knowledge and I would like to add wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is knowing something, and wisdom is knowing when to use your knowledge. Okay, so that's why I added here, like knowledge and wisdom. You know what to do, but you don't know when to do. So i, I think you got me.
Yeah, I got it. Like being a good student, earning good CGPA, it does not mean that you can be good